Does size actually matter? When it comes to screen size while flying your drone, it sure can. Let's take a look into this. If you're in the market for a DJI drone or already have one, you may know that you have a choice in what controller you get bundled with the drone. Whether it's the high-end Mavic series, the Air series, or the mini series of DJI drones, you can get one of these controllers with the built-in screen with the drone, or if you want to save a bit of money and don't mind just using your phone for the screen, you can get one of these controllers instead. Of course, when you're using the DJI RC-N1 or DJI RC-N2 controller with your drone, you'll mount your phone onto the controller, connect the controller to your phone with the supplied cable, and then install and run DJI Fly on your phone to fly your drone. And that works great. As long as you have a compatible Android phone or iPhone, you're in business. But what if I told you there's a better way to do this? If you're like me and your eyes aren't quite what they used to be, or if you're trying to see details in the shot you're trying to capture with your drone, the small size of a phone screen can sometimes be a little bit of a problem. Fortunately, you're not limited to just using a phone. You can also use a tablet. Whether it's an Android tablet or an iPad, they'll work the same way and give you much more screen real estate. You'll have a larger, easier to see view of what your drone sees, and you'll be able to make out fine detail that much easier. You will need a few extra accessories to make this work, of course. I'll go through what you need and how to put it all together so you can take advantage of this great feature. I'll include links for everything that I'm showing you here in the description below so that you can find what you need for yourself if you're planning on giving this a try. First, obviously, you'll need an iPad or Android tablet. If you're planning on ensuring DJI Fly is connected to the internet while flying, for fly zones, maps, and whatnot, you'll either want to ensure your tablet is data enabled, so a 4G or 5G tablet or an iPad Air tablet, and the necessary cell data plan, of course, or you can save a few bucks and just turn on your phone's hotspot and connect your tablet to your phone via Wi-Fi for internet while flying. Of course, if you don't need internet connectivity while flying, then none of that matters. In this video, you'll see me using an older iPad Air, and it works great. I've also tried this with an older Android tablet I have, and it worked just fine as well. Next, you'll need a way to mount the tablet onto your controller. Obviously, the built-in spring mount won't work, since the tablet is just too large to fit into it. Fortunately, there are a number of available mounts for just this purpose. This is the one I use. You'll find a link in the description below. Just make sure the mount you buy will work with the size of the tablet that you have. The cable that came with your drone to connect the controller to your phone is too short when you use a tablet though. The connector is just too far away. So you also need to pick up a slightly longer cable. A 1 meter or 3-foot cable will work perfectly. Just make sure you get the right one for your device. If you're using an iPad, you'll want a Lightning to USB-C cable. If you're using an Android tablet, you'll want either USB-C to USB-C, or if it's an older tablet, you may need USB-C to micro USB. You probably noticed I'm also using a Yagi antenna on my controller here to help increase connection reliability. There tends to be quite a bit of interference in some of the places I fly, and this helps range and reliability. I'll include the link for that as well in the description down there. Now, to put this all together, install DJI Fly on your Android or tablet just as you do with a phone. Then install the tablet mount on the controller. This one goes in like this. Next, mount the tablet onto the controller with the tablet mount that you just installed. And finally plug it in with a slightly longer connection cable. And you're good to go. It works exactly the same way it does with your phone. No learning curve at all. Same functionality, bigger screen, with all the advantages of that. So, if you have an N1 or N2 controller and have been considering upgrading to one of the controllers with the screen, you may want to put a little bit of thought into doing it this way instead, especially if you already happen to have a tablet of some kind that you can use. Or if you're in the market for a drone and are trying to figure out which controller to get bundled with it, now you have another option to ponder. I hope this video helped you out and gave you some useful information to think about. If so, I'd appreciate it if you could help me out a bit by clicking those buttons down there. As always, thanks for watching, happy flying, and we'll see you next time.